Hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome back to Doki Blue Skies. So previously, we had some romantic encounters with Yuri, while also, well, I was attempting to try to take away from her character development, and I made her angry at me. And then she went freaking yandere on me. Well, she was one step away from yandere mode, and well, seriously, if you go back and watch the last video, it's like, you will hear legit fear in my voice. And then the school bell rang right as I ended the video, so anyways, here we go. The bell rings, signaling the end of another school day. As the usual sound of footsteps and scraping chairs fills the air, I stand up and make my way down to the literature club. Making my way down hall and what? Uh-oh. As I push the door open, the air immediately fills with what sounds like an argument. A given, seeing as I could hear Natsuki's voice down the corridor. And who's her unfortunate opponent this time? Ah, of course. All I'm saying is that cash should be a perfectly viable option to give as a present. But isn't that a rather cold and pragmatic present? I sidle up to Monika and Sayori. Hey, what's going on here? So, how'd this one start? I was talking to Monika about having a secret Santa for Christmas, which led to the conversation into gifts. Natsuki mentioned that she wouldn't mind receiving money, and here we are. And that's what happened. We all watch as the two girls continue to squabble, both of them still look fairly adamant about their positions. Aren't you going to break it up? I could, but I won't. But I think this still counts as more of a debate rather than a full-blown argument. And I'm hoping that it gives me gift ideas. I turn back to the verbal sparring session. Oh, that's a good one. There's no thought put into it. All you're doing is telling the receiver to buy their own present in lieu of you taking the effort to do so. In a sense, like, that's... well, it wasn't done to be mean, but that's what I think my grandfather would do sometimes for my mom and me, because he didn't really know what to buy us. So instead, he would just rather like, okay, well, here's $50 for my mom, $25 for me, and use it however we please. So, at least, if I were to take and defend my grandfather on this, well, who is no longer with us, it wasn't so much that he couldn't put effort into it, it was just that he really didn't know what to get us. Not because he didn't know us or whatever, but like, he didn't know what we wanted, what we needed, and just, okay, well, if you know what you want or need, so you can go ahead and buy it yourselves. And plus, he was getting on in years, and he was having trouble walking, so, you know, okay, well, anyways. And that's the point of giving people money. I'd be way happier getting money than something I don't need or want for Christmas. Okay. Oh my god, Natsuki is almost on the same page as me. It's kind of scary. You can do anything with money. Anything! And you won't have to worry about what to do with a present you don't want. It's like, do you still have the receipt? I already have one. It's the wrong size. It just seems tasteless to me. There's no Christmas spirit involved. Christmas is supposed to be more than just a gift exchange. Yep. But that's what happened when Christmas fell victim to commercialism! Okay, no. It's like, brilliant! Why didn't I think of that? You'd reject your own nose, because it's the symbol of commercialism! It's like, cut, take 5, and then we'll take another take. But, let's see, but what about people who don't know me well, or who don't know what to get me? Are they just supposed to ask me what I want? Yeah. It's almost like, what's the surprise in that? It's like, hey, what do you need? It's like, oh, I need a new pair of socks. And then Christmas is like, hey, I got a new pair of socks. Just like I told you to. Or just like I told you. that ruins the surprise too. And at that point, I'd rather cut out the middleman and just get money as the present. In that case, they should try to subtly get to know you better, or ask one of your friends. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm still kind of taking my grandfather's side on this, which is ironically closer to Natsuki's side. Yeah, because that's so easy to do. And what if I just flat out want money as a present because I don't need anything? Or because I want to save up my money for something big to get myself? That's not the point of the presents, though. Okay, then what's the point of it all, huh? As I said, the point is to show people that you care for them by gifting them things that you believe they need or want. But what if I want money? Okay, Anna. Okay, no. You know, Anna from Fire Emblem. It's like, if you're not money or rich, then it's like, yeah, get out of her life. Like, geez, sorry for not being rich enough to worry about saving up for things. It's just not something you do during Christmas. Well, giving gifts shouldn't even really be a central part of Christmas. Okay, yeah, it's like, well, it's like going back to the whole commercialism point or joke I was making. It's like, yes, well, if we really want to get into the whole idea of what Christmas is supposed to be about, then yeah, but for the sake of this video, I won't go into that. But given that we do emphasize it now in modern times, we should see the process of picking out a present and gifting it to someone as a celebration of all the time you've spent with the recipient. It shows that you care enough to give them something personal. In permanent presents, things that don't last, they're really just quick and easy substitutes for thoughtful, lifelong gifts. Like if I were to give someone a cookie. Because that's not a permanent gift. You eat it and then it's gone. Okay, if you hate impermanent gifts so much, then I'm guessing you don't like food as presents too. Damn, seriously. It's like, now we're seemingly getting along when I'm not going after her. How weird is that? I wouldn't say I hate them. Come on, what's wrong with food? It's a perfectly good gift. The cookie, Yuri. It's not permanent, but it will fill your stomach with joy and I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind having some sweets as a gift, but items that can be tied to experiences are more sentimental in nature make for much better gifts. Shouldn't gifts be of more long-term value? If you give someone food, they're going to eat it, and within a day, it'll be gone. Whereas if you get someone a book or clothes, they'll be able to keep it for far longer. But what makes you think that food can't have any sentiment attached? It's like, okay, what if we give them my grandma's tamales? Well, except, of course, my grandmother's also no longer with us, so that would be kind of difficult. But it's like, if you have, like, for example, say that someone were to have, like, sentimental memories associated with my grandma's tamales, then yes, that could kind of work. Yeah, you'll eat it, but you'll still have sentimental value attached to that food. If you give someone food that you made yourself, there's still a lot of thoughtfulness going into it. Like the cookies, if you make them yourself. Like chocolates, they're a pretty popular gift. Chocolate? Yes, but not as Christmas presents. They're typically suited for White Day or Valentine's Day. And besides, I didn't say anything about them not being sentimental. Well, you sure seem to be implying it. Who said that gifts absolutely have to last forever? You said Christmas was supposed to be more than a gift exchange, but it seems like you're pretty hung up on the gifts part. Well, it looks like this might be heating up. I glance over to Monika and Sayori, who shrug back at me. Some help you are! Should we do something? Although Monika isn't much of a mediator. Although in this timeline she kind of was. Sayori was really the one who took charge that other time.
It's only because you're taking this tradition and eliminating all the emotion involved. Huh? But all I'm saying is that people have different feelings towards these things.
Oh my... She said, ha. Damn it, Natsuki, why are we getting along in this timeline and not in the timeline where I was actually trying to romance you? It's like, that's another thing that I say a lot.
And anyways, aren't you the one imposing your own tastes on others? Not everyone wants a book for Christmas. You're the one who's deriding my opinions. For someone who supposedly cares a lot about people's feelings, you don't seem to care about mine.
Okay, this is a new face I've seen. Or, this is a new face I haven't seen before.
What? The only thing I've been saying is that money isn't a bad gift option. And food, too. All this time, I've been defending my own position. And why the heck are you attacking me over this? I'm not attacking. It's just that you don't seem to care about the Christmas spirit is all. Or, you don't seem to care about Christmas spirit at all. You shouldn't try to take advantage of these traditions for your own selfish reasons.
Natsuki goes red with anger, clearly fuming. She's steaming.
Natsuki, you're steaming. You're like a steamed vegetable, only smarter. Selfish? I'm selfish for having an opinion about what I personally want for Christmas? Do you have any idea? So I can't care about what I get, or I'm a bad person? You...
Crap. I look over at Monika and Sayori, who stare back at me, eyes wide. Like I said, some help you are! Monika nods her head at them, as if to encourage me to break it up. Yeah, some help you are. It's like you're making me do your own dirty work. Oh great. I think I feel a choice coming on. Man, why me? That's what I'm saying. It's like you're making me do the work that you two should be doing. But I guess I might be considered the closest to Yuri at this point. But still, why do I have to go into the lion's den? Either way, I'd better intervene fast before someone says something they'll really regret. But, of course. Okay, well, I guess this time I'm gonna be going against Yuri's character development again, while also kind of actually supporting and defending my grandfather's side, which so happens to be similar to her side. Natsuki has pretty much been on the defensive the whole time, and she's actually made some pretty good points. A lot of points that I agree with to an extent, mostly because of how my grandfather used to do this. But as much as I hate to say it, if I back up Yuri, I'll probably get brownie points with her. And in this case, we don't want brownie points. We want to try to hook up with Yuri, but also make both of our lives as miserable as possible. But hopefully not too miserable to the point where I almost start breaking down crying like I did with seeing Natsuki in a body bag. In any case, I better say something fast. So I'll just pick eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If you holler, just let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. Hey guys, hold up. The girls both turn to me, Yuri with a hopeful expression and Natsuki still seething. Oh no.
What, are you here to be Yuri's knight in shining armor?
Not this time.
Ready to rail on me, too?
Gee, she's making me regret choosing her side. No kidding. It's like, there's the Natsuki I know and love. In air quotes, love. Well, even so, I can't just lie and say that Natsuki's in the wrong, right? Natsuki, look, I actually agree with you, alright?
You do?
And Yuri's dejected. Oh boy, I can't wait to see how this is going to affect me on Valentine's Day. She stares at me, eyebrows raised, and then crosses her arms and turns to the side with a pout. So grumpy.
I mean, of course you do, because I'm right.
Monica and I simultaneously roll our eyes. Anyways,
Daniel, what?
shoot, Yuri. I can't avoid catching her eyes. She has a rather forlorn look on her face, almost as if she's been betrayed.
Welcome to Top 10 Anime Betrayals, presented to you by ArdrethShadow. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell.
Okay, well, better clear the air. Yuri, that's not to say you didn't have any good points yourself. But I just think you've been arguing against the wrong position.
Yeah, exactly. If someone doesn't want money or food as a gift, it's not like I'm gonna give it to them anyway. All I said is that we shouldn't totally write them off, because there are people out there who like those sorts of things as gifts. And they shouldn't be shamed for it.
This is a no-judgment zone. And if you think about it, there's nothing morally wrong with gifting money to people.
You can keep your dirty money!
Okay, no. It's really just a cultural convention that makes it taboo, right? So it's like, you've become enslaved to commercialism! I don't know. And even then, not everyone subscribes to that convention. Subscribes.
That's right. I've never met anyone who dislikes getting or giving money. Until you, I guess. I see.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what happens on Valentine's Day! Yuri nervously twirls a strand of hair through her fingers, refusing to meet our gazes.
I betrayed you!
Well, don't worry, I'm gonna make it up to you. I don't know how many timelines it's gonna take. It's like... Except I don't have to do death by return, or return by death. I can just do return by... save. I'm guessing she never really loses her arguments. I guess there's a first time for everything, right?
But... It's just so... utilitarian.
I get that. I really do. But...
Commercialism!
But, like you said, the gift exchange shouldn't be the central focus of Christmas, right?
Exactly, so don't be enslaved to commercialism!
I think as long as you're happy with what you get, it should be fine. Sometimes, I don't have anything I particularly want either, and in those cases, I'm perfectly happy with receiving money.
Plus, it's not like I'd turn down a gift from someone if I didn't like it. I'd still thank them for it and stuff. Anyway, people should just tailor gifts to the receiver's tastes. And I only meant to say that money and food are valid gifts. To be honest, I think I'd be happy at just getting anything from anyone, because just giving a gift shows that you care.
See, Natsuki's heart is in the right place.
Well, I guess unless the gift openly isn't chosen with me in mind.
Like if I were to give her a bowling ball, and it's like, what the hell's wrong with you? I don't go bowling. I don't even like bowling. See, that would be tasteless. And it would show that I just don't care about her. Like, if I were a big fan of bowling and she's none, I just buy a bowling ball for her. It's almost like I was just buying a gift for her, but with me in mind. Which... exactly. So, if it isn't tailor-made or tailored to their taste, then yes, then it is tasteless. The conversation peters out a bit, leaving Natsuki and Yuri facing each other in silence.
I see.
Okay, now that I think about it, am I actually helping her character development? It's like, see what happens when I overthink it as well? Oh, wait, I gotta be taking notes. Let's see, notebook. Let's see, I'm gonna call this Christmas argument. And I chose Natsuki. Okay, well anyways, let's continue.
Sorry for the misunderstanding. It's fine. I guess this is something you're passionate about. Even so, I shouldn't have tried to refute your preference, seeing as how it's a totally subjective thing. I should have made sure that I understood your position fully.
You kinda jumped the gun there. Yup, just like dear old mom used to tell me. Don't jump the gun.
Sorry for all the unnecessary trouble I've caused. How embarrassing. It's like I said, it's fine now. I won't ever get you money or food for Christmas.
Okay, then what are you gonna give her? A book? Of some sort of horror genre? The room fills with light chuckles, suddenly breaking the tension that had been filling the air.
Thanks for stepping in, Daniel. I couldn't do it myself, so that's why I thought you were the perfect patsy for the job. I seriously thought that Natsuki was going to say something terrible. Same.
No problem. I was afraid of the same thing, so...
Hey, I wasn't... Well...
Ah, you admit it!
Stop looking at me! One of your charms is being a fiery hothead, though. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit hot-headed, but... Wait, how is that a charm?
I don't know. Yes, Sayori, please tell me.
We've got to have someone loud and assertive to add diversity to our club. Otherwise, there's no one to stir things up.
But... we don't want too much drama, though. I forgot what video I said, but it's like, if I wanted drama, I would have joined the drama club, or the theater club.
And that's supposed to be a good thing? Well, you do tend to challenge my perceptions in a good way. I do wish that our arguments weren't so heated, but it's good to have someone keep my judgmental side in check.
Yeah, you see, it's almost like, have I helped Yuri realize the error of her ways? It's like, dang it, I'm trying to make her hate me, and it seems like it's backfiring. Well, that sounds so funny. It's like, I'm trying to make you hate me! Stop liking me so much!
And I suppose I wouldn't want to have any sycophants as friends. But not to say that I'm such a great person that I'd warrant having sycophants. Sycophants.
Ah.
Same here.
I feel like an idiot. So I don't know what that means.
But it would be nice to have a butler who'd do anything I wanted. Like...
I knew it.
She suddenly turns to me, snaps a finger, and points down at the ground.
You're not gonna ask me to kiss your shoes, are you? Okay. Oh, so you're gonna be like Juliet from Crush Crush.
Daniel, let me use you as a footrest.
Oh boy, I get to be the royal footrest! I can finally die happy! Who made me into your personal butler? Who died and made you the princess of the literature club?
Hey, I don't pay you to talk back to me.
But you don't pay me at all.
Exactly! So hurry up and be my footrest.
You're not paying me at all.
Hoo-hoo. Maybe if Daniel's class does a butler cafe next cultural festival, you can order him around like that.
Oh no. Yuri's getting her revenge on me for betraying her. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that never happens now. Like that'll ever happen.
Then how about a maid cafe?
Monica, no! No! Jeez! Do you know what you're... It's like, I'm having nightmares now thinking of MC in a maid outfit. It's like, I know, just think of Felicia, or Flora, or Rem and Rum. There we go.
I'd love to see Daniel in a maid outfit. Oh, that sounds like fun!
You know what? What is wrong with you? That's nothing you should be is that something you should really be proud of? I don't know. You know what? I bet I'd look amazing in a dress. Okay, chalk that up on the list of things I never thought I'd say out loud. Even if I am reading it. Once again, the room fills with cheerful laughter. Okay, well I guess if he's trying to break the tension, then okay, but still... It's like, what?
Okay, everyone, now that that's over, since everyone is here now, how about we get on with the Secret Santa? Sure thing. My apologies. I didn't realize everyone was waiting for us to finish. Yeah, alright. Monica steps forward with a classic red and white Santa hat. There's a faint rustling of paper from within. Okay, so... yeah, in Natsuki's route, we didn't even get to see this happen. It just, like, suddenly throws in your face, like, oh yeah, it's Christmas, we're having a Christmas party, and we're having a Secret Santa. Here, it's like we're actually seeing it for ourselves. Well, guys, don't be shy. Take a name out of the hat, and whoever you get is who you have to buy a gift for. I'll go first. Her hand disappears into the hat for a moment. She withdraws it, and after taking a look at the name on the piece of paper, she slips it into her pocket. No one will ever know. Who wants to go next? I'm surprised you didn't ask her who she got, Sayori. That way it's like, who'd you get, Monica? And then you give away the surprise, if she's gullible enough to fall for it. Hey! I know how a Secret Santa works, thank you. I laugh as she pouts and sticks her hand in the hat. So grumpy. Much like Monica, she also slips the paper into her pocket. Both Natsuki and Yuri follow suit, leaving me last. There's only one piece of paper at this point, so it's a pretty quick decision. Which one do I want? And I got... Yuri. What a surprise! Surprise, surprise! I look over at her, but she's sporting a remarkably good poker face. Yes. In fact, everyone is, so it's impossible to even guess who their recipients are. Well, that's that. This should be interesting. Wait, hang on. Where are we all going to meet? Hold on. This operation was your idea. We hadn't got around to starting that. Don't tell me we're going to break into the school again. Maybe we could have a Christmas party at someone's house. And let me guess. My house. Can't do it at my house, sorry. Because my dad is an evil psychopath. Me neither. My parents wouldn't approve. Because they're a bunch of stuck-up tightwads who strive for perfection in their lives and don't care about my well-being whatsoever. I wouldn't mind doing it at mine. Neither of my parents at home are home, so it's pretty much an empty house. It's just me and the picture of Saitama on my mantle. You guys okay with a Christmas party around... Are you guys okay with a Christmas party around mine, then? Around my house, or in my house? This sentence sounds weird, I'm sorry. There's a general murmur of agreement. Wait, what about food? Oh, that's a good question. To be honest, I reckon we could have a stab at trying to cook some food for us. Okay, I know he's not trying to make any puns, but still, it's like, that is still a very unfortunate and coincidental pairing of words. Maybe some teriyaki, something like that. You? Or you? Make food for us? Don't make me laugh. Yeah, what's wrong with that? You got a problem with it? I didn't know you could cook, Daniel. Well, that's the thing, Sayori. There's a lot of things you don't know about me. Okay, well, what was I trying to do? Oh, what the hell? It's like, I'm sorry, but it's like seeing all these different facial expressions, it's like, oh my god, this is so foreign to me! What's going on here? This is not the DDLC I know! Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, future me, I'll leave it up to you to decide if you can make a meme out of this. I don't know. I just love how dumbfounded she looks. Me neither. Like I said, Monica, there's a lot of things you don't know about me. You always used to binge on junk food and ready-made meals. That doesn't really fill me with confidence. Hey. Don't underestimate Daniel, everyone. Funny. I've tried his cooking before, and he's definitely a fast learner.
It's like, yes, listen to the funny lady. The funny lady is on my side. Despite that I broke her heart earlier. Possibly. I still don't know.
Wait, what? Wait, what? When was this?
June 4th. Okay, no. All three girls turn to look curiously at Yuri, which typically prompts a flustered expression.
Stop looking at me!
Oh, what voice was that?
Stop looking at me!
Okay, that's more of the Yuri voice. She came over to my place a few times. In fact, she's the one who taught me the basics. Are we gonna give them the wrong ideas?
Where Daniel learned to cook is beside the point, though. More importantly, I feel like it's a bit much to ask Daniel to both host the party and cook the food. That's true. It's a lot to put on his shoulders.
Don't say anything. What did I just tell you?
I think he can handle it.
It's fine, guys. It's not like I have to do much to host it, right? And I wanted to test out my cooking skills anyway.
Well, if you're sure, then thanks for having us.
It should be a lot of fun, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to this. How many times am I going to quote Count Dooku in this series?
Yeah, me too. I haven't had a Christmas party in ages. Your cooking better be up to snuff, Daniel. Because if it's not, I'm going to publicly humiliate you. And then I'll kill you.
Jeez, no pressure then. Especially with the killing part.
Give him a chance, Natsuki. And besides, I need him to stay alive longer.
Monica, no.
Anyway, now that our party has been sorted, why don't we share some poems?
We made poems? Well, it doesn't matter now. Because nothing of any relative importance happens whatsoever after that. Except for the chibi Doki girls jumping around. Okay, let's see here. Huh, this is definitely different. Today is the day I'll be spending with Natsuki, of all people. I know! It's like, I feel like she's the one who will most likely kill me in my sleep. I was pretty surprised when she texted me last night, asking if she could go Secret Santa shopping with me. Is there something you're not telling me, Natsuki? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you become my girlfriend, 3 out of 4 times you're going to have quite a miserable time. 3 out of 4 possibilities, that is. Turns out that her Santa is Sayori, so I guess Natsuki figured I'd be the best person to shop with. I was hoping to spend a day with Sayori, but I didn't want to see what Natsuki would be like if I rejected her, so... She'll kill you in your sleep, like Tharja. Well, okay, no. Stop thinking about Tharja. Then again, I suppose Natsuki's blunt nature would help me pick out a decent present for Yuri. There are quite a few people here, but I'm able to spot Natsuki's distinctive pink hair quite easily. She spots me and makes her way over. Ready to go? I'm ready to go right now. Ready when you are. Lead the way.
So seeing as Sayori's your best friend, any ideas what I should get her?
A banana! Okay, no. No, not the banana. That's Monica's present. Okay, no. Truth be told, not really. I'm not the best when it comes to Christmas presents.
Really? You don't know? Then why the hell are you even here?
Nah, sorry. Anyway, let's just look around in a few stores and see what we find. I mean, we're not in any rush, right?
I guess. Okay, I forgive you.
We proceed down the street, keeping our eyes peeled for any suitable shops. All the while, snow softly falls onto our heads as lots of other Christmas shoppers bustle around. Doesn't it just warm your heart to see everyone in the spirit of Christmas? No.
Wait. This one could work.
I peer up at the shop entrance. It's a clothes shop. Pretty solid place to start. Let's get her a sweater. Because she always has the same sweater, and she never tucks it in. Or keeps it tucked out. It's like, which one is it? Tucked in or tucked out? I'd prefer the tucked out look, myself. Although I don't really know what her fashion sense is like. Just buy her a sweater like the one she... well, not exactly like the one she wears. I mean, you could just play it safe and get her a new bow. Okay. She's had that red one for as long as I can remember, so she might appreciate a new color. What? Sayori without a red bow? What is this witchcraft? This isn't the... okay, I already made that joke.
Yeah, but let's have this discussion, cause I'm freezing. Yeah, but let's have this discussion inside, cause I'm freezing.
Sure thing. Okay, here we are. We make our way to a section selling hair bows. Man, I didn't even know such a demand for bows existed. So many colors, shapes, designs.
What do you think of this one?
She holds up a bright pink one. I wonder... okay. I can't help but feel like the choice was influenced by her own taste, rather than what Sayori would like. It's like, yes, I wonder. It's... okay, I guess? She narrows her eyes at me, clearly expecting a more positive response. One that would not result in making her want to... I don't know. It's like, there's at least 1,000 different ways I could die at Natsuki's hands. But 941 of them hurt. Here, look at this one! It looks like it would really bring out Sayori's eyes, don't you think? Is it as blue as those beautiful blue eyes of hers?
I guess it could work. It just needs something else, though. At the moment, it's just kinda plain.
I almost bring up how the pink bow she just showed me was also plain, but I decide against it at the last moment. Because I want to live. Something else?
Yeah.
She takes the bow from my hands and looks it over for a moment.
You know, you can get some sort of design on it.
You can? Or... yes, okay, I read that right. She rolls her eyes at me.
Boys. Seriously. Yes, dummy, you can. Like an embroidery.
Oh, that's a... yeah. Ooh, that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? 'Cause you're an idiot! She shrugs her shoulders.
Beats me. You're her best friend. Seriously, why the hell are you even here?
Well, what about something from one of her poems? Like Mr. Sunshine, or... I pause, trying to recall any salient phrases from one of Sayori's poems. Was our festival recital really 3 months ago? Apparently. Also, don't mention that name! Happy thoughts? Don't mention that name either! Seems to sum her up nicely.
I knew I'd find a use for you eventually.
Jeez. I feel so fulfilled. I was... oh, no, I wasn't the royal footrest. Okay, fine. I was her idea giver. No way. Is this a compliment from you I'm detecting? Or, no way. Is this a compliment from you I'm detecting?
Shut up, dummy.
I chuckle. Progress is progress!
Anyway, now that we have Sayori sorted, what are you gonna get for Yuri? No, wait, let me guess. A book?
No, actually.
Huh? Weird. I thought that'd be the obvious choice.
Well, it's like, well, if you got her a book, which book would you get her? And what if she has that book already? And then I'm gonna look like an idiot! Or, well, I mean, she would have to return it, or I'd have to return it, but then it's like, what's the point? Yeah, it is. That's precisely why I want to avoid it, you know? It's like, too obvious. Way too obvious. I've never been the greatest when it comes to picking out gifts, but I really want to make a special effort for Yuri. Because I love her! But you don't need to know that. Oops. I don't really get why, but whatever, I guess. Okay, you didn't hear anything. Anyway, so if you're not gonna get her a book, then what? I'll get her a unicycle. No. I think back to the time I spent with Yuri. Think, Daniel, think. Try something outside the box. It's weird to see you think so hard. I didn't know it was possible for you to think. Natsuki has... She kind of has the same sort of witty sarcasm I do. I didn't even know you were capable of it. It's like, yes, he does have a brain. He just doesn't use it that much. I pull an unimpressed face. It's almost Christmas, Natsuki. Would it kill you to show some festive niceness? Yes, it would. It would. What is this? Am I on the Twilight Zone or something here? It would. I roll my eyes and mutter under my breath. It's like, are Natsuki and I just on a... Have our minds already become one? It's like, why couldn't it have been this way in Natsuki's route? Typical. Well, if you don't want to get her a book, you're kind of stumped. All she likes are books and tea, so... That's it, that's it! Huh? A teapot! Oh boy. Oh. This... Ironically, this feels like that episode of The Office when Jim gives Pam a teapot. Man, how did I not think of that? I don't know. It's like, I didn't even think about that until she brought it up, and then I'm like, oh hey, you know, Jim did the same thing, kind of. Except he filled it with some sentimental written words in there. Because you're an idiot. Come on. I know just the... come on, I know just the shop. Okay, jeez. Oh, here we go. As we enter the china shop, the visual overload hits me like a truck. Yes, it does. A huge variety of ornaments, ranging in color, design, and size, and price. Where do I begin? Whoa. We're gonna be here for a while, aren't we? Sorry, I just want to make sure I get a good present for her. I didn't realize china shops had this much to choose from. Which one do I want? It's sweet that you're making this much effort for Yuri. Really? I awkwardly scratched the back of my neck. You think? Anyway, what do you think of this one? I study the teapot she holds in her hands. It's fairly small, but sports an intricate pattern complete with flying doves. Artistic, to say the least. Not a bad choice, actually. How much is it? 6,500 yen. She lifts up the teapot, allowing me to read the sticker on the bottom. Geez, do they think I'm made of money? Or do they think we're made of money? No, that's too much. It's a little too fancy for me. I don't like it. A shame, though. It's really nice. She sets it back on the shelf. I stare at it wistfully as I pass by. Someday. What's your budget? I dig through my pockets and pull out my wallet. Mom left me a lot of money the last time I saw her. A time that feels like such a long time ago. At the absolute limit, like 4,000 yen. Natsuki's eyes widen for a moment, but she doesn't say anything. Okay. We've been browsing the shop for about 15 minutes. For the most part, it's been fairly quiet. Because there's nobody else around here. Every so often, we call out to each other, trying to get an opinion on a potential choice. Although I'm not used to Natsuki's presence, I'd be lying if I said that this was unenjoyable. My gaze eventually settles on a tempting-looking dark blue and white teapot. It's not too dissimilar from the first one Natsuki picked out. Both teapots sport artistic patterns, although this one lacks the dove motif. The darkness of the blue reminds me of Yuri's hair and eyes. It contrasts nicely against the white. Hey Natsuki.
Yeah?
Come over here for a sec. What do you think of this one? She pauses for a moment, studying the object in my hands.
Not my kind of color scheme, but I guess I can see Yuri liking this. The shape's pretty cool, though.
I've never seen a spiral shape on a teapot before, let alone on a teapot that actually looks good. I hope to God it isn't too expensive. Okay, 3,850 yen. Cutting it fine. Yeah, this one will do nicely.
Alright, come on, let's pay and get a move on then.
Escalator. Bags in hand, we step back into the mall. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I really think Yuri will enjoy the gift. What?
Hey, Daniel. Not like it was a big deal or anything, but...
She looks down at the floor, fiddling with her coat. I wait patiently.
Thanks for helping me get along with Yuri back in October.
I don't remember doing that. What did I do? What do you mean?
Don't you remember?
Actually, no, I don't remember. I'm seriously drawing a blank right now. What happened? About what in particular?
It was when you asked Yuri to invite me to dinner with her, dummy.
Oh my... Oh, now I remember. Okay, so... I guess we wouldn't be having this scene if I just told if I just told Yuri to not do it. Oh, that. Yeah, that was such a minuscule event that I didn't even think for a second. Like, oh, right.
Yeah, it helped me put things into perspective, you know.
Well, in that case, well, for sure I'm gonna have to make sure I don't do that in the next playthrough.
And, well, you can probably see it, but we're getting along a bit better now.
I'm glad to hear that, Natsuki. I'm not! I'm supposed to be making everyone miserable! Man, I sound so evil saying it like that. But in reality, it's like, I am trying to get the bad ending, so... In a sense, it's like I have to make them all miserable in some way, but it's like, no! I have a happy person here now! And ironically, it's the grumpy one. I know Yuri probably appreciates it a lot. Well, as do all of us.
Don't get me wrong, she can still kinda act like she's on her high horse, and it's a bit hard to understand her sometimes. Like our Christmas gift argument.
Okay, so I helped her get along with Yuri, and I took her side. So, I'm getting brownie points with Natsuki when I'm not really trying to.
But these past few months have helped me realize that she's still my friend, and...
Aww.
I don't know if we'd be as close if you didn't say or do anything.
Wait, hang on. How do you know that I suggested to Yuri that she should invite you to dinner? Did she tell you? Natsuki stares at me for a moment. Incredulity written all over her face. I'm sorry. I butcher both the Spanish and English language.
It was pretty obvious. I mean, you literally went ahead and whispered it into her ear right before you asked me. Or right before she asked me.
You don't know what I was whispering? Unless you have, like, super good hearing. I feel my cheeks redden. Was I really that obvious? Oops. Oops! Oh, I see. There's an awkward pause. Well, I'm glad things are working out between you two.
Yeah. Oh crap, it's getting late. I really need to get going. Dad is gonna go crazy.
Oh no. Fair enough. I should probably get a move on as well. See you later.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye, cute Grumpy. So I was like, I'm starting to like her now. It's like, why couldn't we have gotten along like this in the... Well, I guess in a sense, this is just us being friends, not like dating, where it's a little more involved. With a small wave, she heads off. I also take my leave. Damn it, Natsuki, why couldn't we have gotten along better more? Today went better than I thought it would, so I'm in high spirits. And then nothing of any relative importance happened whatsoever. But yeah, it's almost like how ironic. We're getting along better as friends versus all the trouble and turbulence I went through in her route. Ah, finally. Christmas Day is upon us. I feel strange being alone in the house on such a day. Normally my parents would wake me up and we'd all head downstairs for breakfast. But today isn't a day to lament on how they aren't here. All 4 girls are coming over, and given how much fun I had on Halloween, I'm confident today will be just as enjoyable. They won't be over for a while, but I've got a lot of stuff prepared, so let's hop to it. After finishing my morning routine, I find myself standing in front of the sink, idly contemplating what to cook for everyone. Fast food is an option. What? Are you gonna get them steamed hams? Fast food is an option, but that lacks a Christmas touch. So I decide to rifle through the cabinets, hoping that I can throw something tasty together. And plus, I mean, it's like, aside from McDonald's, who's open on Christmas Day, really? I'm still nowhere near Yuri's level, but if I keep a level head and focus on what I'm preparing, I should be okay. Yeah, I've got time. Once I decide on a dish, I hunt for the relevant ingredients. Yep, looks like I got everything. That's the salmon and seasoning sorted. Bowl, check. Pan, check. Let's give this a whirl. Okay, now to put the plastic wrap on top of this. Ding dong. It's open! Come in! It was a boring conversation anyway. Look, we're gonna have company! Sorry, I come out, but I'm in the middle of preparing this dish, and it's super fiddly.
That's okay, Daniel. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Monica. Merry Christmas to you too, Monica. She sniffs the air.
Smells promising so far.
I chuckle. So far being the operative words there.
I'm sure you'll be fine. What kind of dishes can you make?
Teriyaki salmon, which is what I made today, along with veggie stir-fry, also dumplings. Just don't tell Sayori to keep an eye on the dumplings for you. Not together, of course.
Obviously.
Ding dong. Would you mind getting that?
Monica, we're gonna have company!
She obliges and heads to the front door. 2 pairs of footsteps make their way toward the kitchen, and a familiar red bow suddenly appears in the doorway.
Hi, guys!
Hi, guys!
Hi, guys! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you too, Sayori. Phew. Well, that's this portion of food sorted. Now to put the salmon and some stir-fry into this container so I'm free to concentrate on the next batch of food.
If this tastes as good as it smells, I think we'll all be in for a real treat.
I'm glad you think so. Sorry that this isn't particularly Christmassy.
So this is what you're making, huh?
Yes, Natsuki.
Natsuki, when did you get here? I didn't hear the doorbell ring. I broke into the house. What do you think? Someone left it open. You could easily have someone break into your house that way. Like me. Oops, sorry.
Typical. Much like Monica, Natsuki also pauses to sniff the air.
Not bad, not bad. You've got a long way to go until you're on my level, though.
We'll see. You'll see, and I was like, why did the music stop? Was something bad gonna happen?
Well, make sure you don't screw it up.
I'll do my best. Ding dong. The doorbell rings and both Sayori and Natsuki slink out of the room to answer it. That must be Yuri. Either that or the neighborhood prowler, who's like, "Hey, I saw that your door was open, but then you closed it. I thought that was you inviting me in so I could go steal some stuff." And that's everything done. Time to take it out to the living room. Saitama! Hey Yuri, and I just realized there was a TV there, right? They took down the TV. Does that mean we're not going to be able to watch the movie that we watched in Natsuki's timeline?
Hey Yuri. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Daniel.
She glances over the dishes I've carried over to the table.
My, it seems like your cooking skills have improved quite a bit.
I have you to thank for that. Although, I was tempted to get some takeaway, or takeout. Or at least, in my neck of the woods we say takeout. I'm glad I took a chance and tried to cook a Christmas meal. Although, I don't know, would you guys have been okay if I made you steamed hams? Either way, thanks for teaching me. I didn't even dream about making this sort of stuff before I met you. Ooh.
Oh, you're just a quick learner, that's all.
No. Well, I am a very slow learner. Okay, well, it's like, how many times have I quoted Attack of the Clones? If you say so. Anyway, everything's ready, so... Right on cue, the other girls wander over.
Okay, everyone, let's set the table together. I'm sure you're all as eager as I am to dig in. Yep.
Uh-huh.
That makes 4 of us.
What am I, chopped lava or something? Okay, no. Well, here's the moment of truth. Dig in, guys. There's plenty to spare, too. I wait in slight anticipation as the girls start serving themselves. This is the first time I've made food for multiple people, so I've got absolutely no idea what to expect the reaction to be.
Daniel?
Yeah? Please don't tell me I messed it up. Okay, I won't. She swallows loudly and grins at me.
This is awful!
Okay, no. Imagine someone doing that to you.
This is really good. I'm not really big on fish, but this salmon is so tasty. Yeah, she's right, Daniel. I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't peg you as a chef when you first joined.
Well, to be fair, I read the story notes and I know you hated me when I first joined. You thought I was some kind of poser.
I guess you did alright, yeah.
Well, she says that, but she's practically inhaling her food. What? So far, 3 out of 4. But the one I'm most anxious to hear from... Yuri? Her eyes are closed, and she's slowly chewing the food. We all turn towards her, and upon her realizing this, she goes bright red and turns away. Stop looking at me! I can't do the stop looking at me in Yuri's voice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Well, you did.
This is excellent.
Excellent.
Eating here reminds me of past Christmases I spent with my family.
Yeah, I know how you feel. This is the first Christmas I've spent without either of my parents. So I'm really glad that you guys are all here. I'd be really lonely otherwise.
Well, that's what we're here for, Daniel. I love it when we all meet up after school. We always have so much fun.
Yeah, Halloween was really fun. Except for the mysterious monster man, or whatever the hell he was. Seriously, none of you heard that? It's like, I am appalled that none of you heard that.
It was hilarious seeing how much of a chicken Sayori and Daniel are.
Hey, I'm still convinced that I heard footsteps in that creepy voice.
Who knows?
Who knows? I think you know! Okay, well.
Maybe that Shinto spirit is still roaming that classroom, looking for its next unlucky victims.
Monica, don't encourage him.
Monica! It's Christmas, not Halloween.
Well, we could watch Nightmare Before Christmas. It's both a Christmas and a Halloween movie. It's the best of both worlds.
Can we not talk about that sort of stuff here? Sorry, Sayori.
Monica turns to me. What do you want from me now?
So, Daniel, when did you learn how to cook? You said Yuri helped you, right?
Yeah. She taught me the basic stuff a few months ago, and just the rest of it has been practiced through trial and error. Given how I was able to pick it up, maybe you should ask her for advice as well, Sayori. That way you don't burn the house down. And if I remember correctly, aren't you still a junk food connoisseur?
Hey, so are you.
And Monica's pointing at her. Can't deny that, but still.
I'd be happy to teach you how to cook some basic meals, You're
Yuri. It's like, yeah, she's gonna teach herself.
I'd be happy to teach you how to cook some basic meals, Sayori. Yeah, maybe.
So long as we have a spare fire extinguisher and I'm around, we should be fine.
Hey!
Everyone laughs. Well, everyone except Sayori, who sports a petulant, looking pout. So grumpy. You know, I'm just messing, Sayori. I mess with you because I love you! Just not in that way. Yeah, because... Anyways. I reach out and affectionately tussle her hair. After a few more minutes, everyone finishes eating their food. Looks like it's time for the main event! Oh goody. Anyway guys, now that everyone's eaten, we can move on to the part you've all been waiting for! The movie! No, the Secret Santa.
Who made you a game show host?
It's like, that's right, Johnny! Even if she answers this question correctly, she'll be going home with a brand new car! Okay. Let's see, who made you a game show host?
I like it. Makes today exciting.
Ha ha ha! Over the hills! Okay, well, yeah, no one knows what that's from, probably.
You're referring to the presents, I assume.
No, I'm referencing Wheel of Fortune. No, that's not real Wheel of Fortune. You bet I am.
Hang on. This operation was your idea. Hang on. Daniel, would you like some help putting the dishes away?
Nah, it's fine. I'll get them later.
Are you sure? It's no bother.
Positive. Come on, guys. This should be a lot of fun. And getting dishes together is not fun. Okay, well. After briefly heading down upstairs to grab Yuri's present, I speed back downstairs and straight into the living room. It looks like everyone else is already here.
Okay, guys. Everyone is here, so let's begin.
Sorry, I just had to see, like... I couldn't tell if, like, was she wearing, like, some green pants? And, okay, well, that's the mystery solved.
Oh, I'm so excited to see what everyone got each other.
So who's going first?
I will.
Sayori pulls out a package and hands it towards Monica.
Ah, from our very own Vice President. Let's see what you got me.
Is it going to be the record? She illuminates her features as she unwraps the present. Inside lies a smart-looking diary combined with a stylish-looking pen. Okay, so different dimension, different gifts.
You're always writing stuff down and organizing things, so I thought this would be really useful.
Aww.
Do you like it?
Say yes. She put a lot of heart and effort into this.
Of course I do, Sayori. Thank you. This is really thoughtful. Of course.
That's the Monica version. The two girls share a wide smile as they embrace. Aww. Well, we're off to a wholesome start. The most wholesome of starts.
I don't know if you knew, but my last planner is pretty much full, so your timing couldn't be any better. Thank you once again. You're welcome. I suppose it's my turn now, so here you are, Natsuki.
She hands a small wrap box over to the small pink-haired girl. With a look of anticipation on her face, Natsuki moves the box to the table.
It's a lot of money!
Okay, no.
Geez, this is pretty heavy.
Yeah, because she got you a bunch of nickels and quarters and whatever.
What is it? That would be telling, wouldn't it? Open it and find out.
Natsuki hastily obliges, and the look on her face goes from anticipation to shock. For a moment there, she just sits there, staring at the newly unwrapped gift. What is it? From what I can tell, it's a mixer, the kind used for baking. Oh boy, look at that.
This looks super expensive.
Her voice has dropped to a whisper, or,
this looks super expensive. Don't mention it. Really, don't mention it. You mentioned a while back that your old one broke, so it seemed like something that would be useful. But this one in particular is like the newest model, so how could you afford... I mean, it's really expensive, so... like I said, don't worry about it. It wasn't an issue in the slightest. I have my sources. I have friends in dark places. Let's just say it that way. Although, the next time we have a club meeting, I'm expecting a ton of cupcakes. So you better make it up to me.
Monica winks at her. Monica, no!
Jeez, thank you, Monica.
Monica, you're seducing Natsuki. Or, I don't know. I think this is the softest I've ever heard Natsuki's voice.
It should be a piece of cake with this mixer, so I can definitely make loads for everyone. And that's what I want to hear. Anyway, this is for you, Sayori.
So grumpy. She reaches behind her and pulls out a small wrap box. Next to Yuri's, I'm looking forward to seeing Sayori's reaction the most. Sayori's eyes light up as she takes the box from Natsuki's hands. Her excitability for receiving presents hasn't changed at all since she was a child. Like I said, I just love this face. And see, half tucked, half untucked.
Ooh, what is it? What is it?
And before Natsuki can even say anything, Sayori pulls the wrapping paper.
Ooh!
What was that?
A new bow!
It's like I turned Sayori into a ghost with a voice crack.
I love the color! Thank you, thank you, thank you!
No prob... Sayori lurches over and attempts to give Natsuki a hug, although upon contact, the younger girl flinches away, pushing Sayori away from her. Yeah, and, well, we know why that is if you've seen the other videos.
You know I don't like hugs, Sayori.
But she can't help it. She's just an affectionate girl.
Oh.
Now you've hurt her feelings.
Sorry. I just got a bit carried away. Anyway, check what's on the bow.
Sayori obliges and brings the bow up to eye level.
Oh, there's something written here.
The other face I love.
Happy thoughts. Yeah, I remember a couple of times over the past few months where you seem kind of down, so I thought I'd use one of the lines in your poem to remind you to smile more. Things don't seem right when you act all weird, so I hope this is a good reminder.
Aww.
Thank you.
She looks around the room.
I didn't mean to make you all worry.
Hey, we all have our days, Sayori. If anything comes up, feel free to talk to us. She nods her head, cradling the bow close to her chest.
Hang on a second. By the process of elimination, it looks like Yuri and Daniel got each other.
Ironic. Monica looks between Yuri and I with a knowing smirk on her face. I swear I didn't plan this.
That turned out to be rather convenient for you two, didn't it? Oh. Yes, it appears that we did.
What are the chances? Anyway, here you go, Yuri. It's like, I didn't plan this, I swear! With slight anticipation, I give her my present. She extends her hand out and hands me mine, causing us to unwrap our gifts at the same time. Is this what I think it is? I don't know, what do you think it is? It's a tea set, complete with a kettle. A very Yuri present, for sure. Oh boy, now we can make tea, for real. Oh, and, well, she got me a tea set, I got her a teapot.
Yes, it's a tea set. I thought you would like it, especially when we read together.
Thank you, funny lady. Yeah, funny.
Plus, it comes with a few different types of tea, so I thought you could experiment a little.
Yuri, this is really thoughtful. And I'd love to try out new flavors with you.
So yeah, once again, thank you.
Yuri looks thoroughly relieved. Looks like she's not used to giving presents to other people. Anyway, what do you make of my gift?
Oh, sorry, I was just... My, Daniel.
My.
This is gorgeous. What is it? Looks like a teapot. A really fancy one, mind you.
Yep, that's precisely what it is. A very fancy teapot that nearly broke the bank. I was going to go with a book at first, but I didn't know which books you already had, so that was a risk I didn't want to take. You see, Natsuki? That's the same logic I had there. Well, same reasoning. So I thought, well, let's think outside the box a little, you know? Well, I thought the design on this teapot was really nice and intricate, and it kind of reminded me of you. Okay, that sounded a lot less romantic in my head, and with everyone else listening too. Anyway, I know you like tea, so I thought this would be a safe bet.
That's very thoughtful of you, Daniel. Not only is the design wonderful, but you clearly had my interest in mind when you bought it.
She's quiet for a moment or two. The other girls look around at each other. No one is quite sure what to say. Well, I'm glad you like it, Yuri. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, Daniel.
To my surprise, she scoots closer to me and tentatively wraps her arms around me. Oh, boy. Boy, Yuri. That's quite forward of you. And at that moment, it looked like something was going on with my microphone, so... Well, the recording. I was like, oh, great. Well, hopefully this... Well, it's working now. So anyway, it's like, oh boy, Yuri, you're quite forward today, aren't you? Oh, hello. There we go. The motion surprises me at first, but I quickly lean back into her touch, and enveloping my arms around her as well. A pleasant scent of mint and lavender fills my nose, and I'm surprised by the comfortable warmth Yuri's touch radiates. For a moment, I'm lost in her embrace. A strong, strangely familiar feeling wrests its way out of my heart and courses through my entire body. It makes me forget there are other people here in the room, who are most likely just being like, what's going on? An awkward throat clearing pulls me away from Yuri. Yep.
So, what's next? It's like, oh, should we leave you two alone now?
Truth be told, I didn't really plan this far ahead. I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far. I thought everyone would want to go home after exchanging presents, but if you guys want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. I've got some board games we could play. What about the movie?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We'll play some Chutes and Ladders. They better not be boring. Fine, we'll play Candyland just for you. How about this? I pull out a box, one illustrated by an image of a large brain. Sayori immediately brightens up.
Oh, we haven't played this in a while.
Ah, Cranium. Given the variety of talent in the room, I reckon that'll be a great pick.
What's this? I've never tried it before. Me neither.
Oh boy, then you're in for a grand old time. Don't worry, the basics are pretty simple to pick up. I'm confident you'll pick up everything quickly. Even you, Natsuki.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Anyway, let's start, guys.
Chuckling at the irate look on Natsuki's face, I pull a small table towards me and set the board down, along with all of the playing cards. It's pretty straightforward, guys. See this dice? Roll it, and you'll land on a colored square. Whenever you land on a square, you'll have to draw a card and complete the activity written on it. The activities are split by color, so blue represents drawing or sculpting with this clay, and green is where you have to perform something.
Perform?
No, we're not going to be doing poetry, and you know us. We're not strangers, and we're not going to judge you harshly. We're not the peanut gallery. Don't worry, it's nothing too crazy, like this one. I take a quick look at a green card. You just have to partner with someone, hum this song, and they've got 60 seconds to guess it. And don't worry, there's some word-based ones, so you're in luck.
Yeah, this board game is super fun, guys. There's something for everyone.
Oh boy.
This actually looks kinda cool.
I told you. Now, let's start. As I was hoping, the game is proving to be a big hit. It's a hit! We all have our strengths and weaknesses, meaning no one has a distinct advantage. Or disadvantage, meaning it's still anybody's game. It's fairly even so far, and everyone's enjoying it. It's currently Yuri's turn, and she throws the dice, which lands on the color yellow.
Wordworm again.
Lucky you, eh? Okay, here's your challenge. I lean forward and take a yellow card from the box. I'm going to give you a word, and you have 40 seconds to spell it.
That should hopefully be enough time.
Unless you give her like some super long word like deoxyribose nucleic acid. See, imagine trying to spell that. But there's a catch. You've got to spell it backwards. Oh man. And on your first try. Oh jeez.
Well, this certainly ups the ante, doesn't it?
I'd say so. She takes a deep breath.
Okay, I'm ready. What's my word?
With my hand ready to flip over the small timer, I read the word aloud. Pavlovian.
Ooh, that's hard.
Immediately, Yuri's face adopts a look of intense concentration.
N-A-I?
Yep, keep going.
V.
She looks at the clock. About 10 seconds have already ticked by.
O-L.
Doing well.
V.
More seconds tick by. It looks like about 30 seconds have gone.
A-P.
Yay!
Yay, that's right!
You got it.
You're so smart, Yuri. Geez, not gonna lie, that's not half bad. You're too kind. I simply had an easy word, that's all. Have some pride in yourself, Yuri. You did well.
Anyway, you passed, so you get to roll again.
I just hope I don't get a green.
The look on her face when she indeed lands on a green space is priceless. Cranium game. $30. Picture of Saitama with added picture frame. $10. The look on Yuri's face when she lands on a green space. Priceless. Money can't buy you everything. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Okay. Aw, I wanted to know what she had to do.
Oh, hang on. I've got it. Tennis elbow.
What is this? Like, out of context, it's like, what?
Yes!
Her eyes fly right open as the timer runs out of sound. Natsuki's blue activity involved her drawing a phrase, but the catch was she had to do it with her eyes closed. Oh my god. Okay, I guess tennis elbow. Okay, fine, I guess that kind of makes sense. Personally, I was a little dubious over her picking Sayori as the teammate who had to guess, but hey, she got there in the end. Look at that elbow. It looks like a floppy strand of spaghetti.
As if you could draw even with your eyes open.
Whatever you say, spaghetti arms. Oh no.
Hey, Natsuki, why don't you roll again?
Sayori. Always tactical at the best of moments.
Seriously? Red again? Not much of a fan of the data head questions, eh? I would be if they were actually answerable. I mean, who would believe that Theodore Roosevelt named his son Kermit?
I didn't know that.
Miss Piggy?
Miss Piggy? Sayori and Monica laugh as Natsuki scoffs.
Your New Year's resolution should be to get a better sense of humor.
Okay, well, okay, no, like, what I was gonna say would have been mean. Or sort of meanish. I don't know, it looks like it's working so far. I gesture to the two laughing girls.
Whatever, just give me my card. Here you go. Well, this one is multiple choice at least. What's it say? In the legal field, what does perjury mean?
Okay, I know what pre-jury means, but I've never heard of perjury.
Deliberately not turning up to court, deliberately lying under oath, or attempting to bribe a judge or jury.
Okay, this is totally different.
How the hell am I supposed to know this? Aren't there animes out there that involve trials or something?
You mean like Phoenix Wright?
Why would I want to watch that? That sounds really boring.
Objection!
Anyway, sheesh, I don't know. Well, you got 10 seconds to make a decision, so just take a guess. Alright, C?
She flips the card over.
B? Come on, who'd know that?
I don't know, maybe the person who printed these cards?
I did.
Oh.
I did. Big surprise that is. Don't worry, I didn't know either.
I didn't know either.
Tut-tut. You guys should really brush up on your Latin.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, 'cause we're really living in the Middle Ages, aren't we?
Grumbling, Natsuki sets the card back into the... back at the back of the pack. Back at the back of the pack. Say that 3 times fast. After a while, the game eventually winds down to a close. It's definitely come down to the wire between Monica and Yuri. Monica's musical ability has proven to be very useful in the star performer category, where the user has to hum or sing a tune and get others to guess. Yuri, on the other hand, has excelled at the word-based activities. She rarely got one of them wrong. After a tense final round, Yuri eventually pulls through and is declared the winner. The winner! Even though Natsuki, Sayori, and I didn't really have much of a chance of winning, it was still enjoyable to play and watch the showdown between Monica and Yuri. The match of the century.
Phew, that was close, Monica. It certainly was. Well played, Yuri.
Despite being a... You're calling Monica a loser? Despite not winning, Monica accepts her defeat gracefully. It's like, yeah, I just feel weird calling Monica a loser. Or anyone a loser. Sportsmanship at its finest.
I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun. We should definitely play this more often. Yeah, hearing you frantically hum those tunes was really funny. And you guys all had the honor of seeing my awesome drawings.
I stretch and yawn, hearing a satisfying click from my joints as I do so. Time really has flown. Yeah, anytime you guys want to play, give me a buzz. This has been a really fun Christmas. There's a general murmur of agreement as we all start clearing up. Thankfully, clearing up, I thought cleaning up. Thankfully, there aren't too many pieces, so the task is relatively straightforward.
You know, Daniel, you kind of remind me of Yuri.
Oh?
Huh? What do you mean? You guys both have a really deep look in your eyes when you start focusing on stuff.
I have transcended.
It looks a bit weird, but it suits you.
I do? Monika nods.
I noticed it as well. Don't worry, it's not a bad thing. Although it is rather uncanny seeing such a deep look on someone that isn't Yuri. It's something I've grown associate with only her.
With everyone's attention on me, I'm not really sure how to respond. I do. Stop looking at me! It's true that I've been spending time with Yuri as of late, so maybe...
Well, I think he looks endearing when he looks like that.
And now Sayori is sad. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs!
Well, duh, of course you'd think that. You two are pretty much together, like, all the time now.
Natsuki, you're not helping. Well, this conversation has taken a fast detour into hot water.
Speaking of which, I'm curious, are you two officially going out?
Don't act so surprised, Monika. You knew this was coming, Monika!
Monika!
The intense blush on Yuri's face mirrors my own feelings. Why did Monika have to put us on the spot like that? Because this is what she's wanted since the beginning.
We aren't...
We're not, I never lie! Both of our faces are practically on fire. While it's true we aren't boyfriend and girlfriend, we practically are. I definitely wouldn't mind if we were. I know someone who might object, possibly.
Don't worry about it. I'm just teasing you, even though I've been hardcore shipping you guys from the very beginning. I ship you harder than FedEx. I was just teasing you. Anyway, I think everything is packed away, so I'm going to have to get going. It's late after all. Thank you again for the gift, Sayori. Oh, you're welcome, Monika.
That pulled her back to planet Earth.
I should probably get going as well, too. Yeah, same. See you all soon. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, see ya.
They all look curiously at Yuri. It's like, well?
Sticking around for a bit, Yuri? Yes. I wanted a cup of tea, if that's okay.
It's like, is that what they call it? Okay, no. She looks imploringly at me. Yeah, that's cool. I'll put the board game away, so feel free to make yourself at home in the kitchen. And yes, Sayori is just... she's just feeling torture inside. I'm in agony. You're in my very soul, tormenting me. The other three girls depart, leaving an awkward silence between Yuri and I. At least it's cut short by her excusing herself. Oh no. After carefully checking that everything is in its rightful place, I slot the board game back into its position in the cupboard. Oh, that's where you keep it? Hey Yuri, don't worry about that stuff. She'd taken the plates and was in the process of washing them up as I entered the kitchen.
Oh no. You were kind enough to serve us, so this is the least I can do.
Are you sure? I'm the host, so I shouldn't really be making you do this.
It's really no bother.
Well, if you insist. Still, you've gotta let me help, okay? She nods as I roll up my sleeves and put on some rubber gloves. We wash the dishes together, slowly inching closer until our shoulders are practically touching. A comfortable silence descends upon us, a silence that I'm surprised Yuri breaks first.
It feels strange, spending Christmas with people other than my family.
First time? She nods slowly. Parents not around for Christmas this year?
You could say that, yes.
You're not helping my theory that you're secretly pulling a you-know-Gusai kind of move.
My mother would usually make teriyaki salmon and turkey, and then we'd follow it through with cake.
Did someone say cake?
Vanilla or milk chocolate was always my family's firm favorite.
Oh shoot, I should have gotten dessert. I knew I forgot something. I'm sorry, Yuri. It totally slipped my mind. She smiles softly.
Please don't worry about it, Daniel. The fact you cooked for me, and everyone else today, was more than I could have asked for.
Ah, well, I'm glad to hear that. I had no idea how the food would turn out, so this is reassuring to hear. Good thing I had a good teacher, eh? I playfully nudge her with my elbow, causing her to blush.
It was nothing.
Her blush remains as we carry on washing the dishes in silence.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah?
I don't know how to put this, so I apologize if it sounds out of the blue. But I really enjoy spending time with you.
The soft, vulnerable way she says it catches me off guard. I enjoy spending time with you too, Yuri. The last of the dishes has been cleaned, but we don't move apart. If anything, we grow closer. By the way...
Yes?
What exactly are we? We're not friends, but we're not lovers... Or, well, something like that. There's the song about that.
What do you mean?
You know, when we were cleaning up just now with the others, and Monica shipping us like FedEx, they asked if we were... Well, my god, asking her directly is proving to be exceptionally difficult.
I don't know. I've never felt this way about someone before.
I've never knew love like this before. Now I'm lonely nevermore. Since you came into my life. Okay, well. Yeah, me neither. Once I was lost and now I'm found. Okay, no. Sorry, I didn't mean to make this so awkward. She laughs softly. At this proximity, I can feel her warm breath on my face. It sends a shiver down my spine, but not the unpleasant kind.
No, you don't need to apologize. It's a valid question. I guess I just don't know how to answer it.
Oh my god, no, I'm having some flashbacks to the old DDLC. At this point, my heart is positively thumping out of my chest. Yeah, and it's thumping in your ears, too. Is this really happening? That's what I'm asking. With Yuri? I guess we don't need all of the answers now. After all, I like what we have now. Oh my god, it's like in the other timeline he was like all about trying to get Natsuki to go out with him, and now he's here like, okay, let's take this one step at a time like rational human beings. Like, we have a good thing going on, and let's not rush it, otherwise we might mess up somewhere along the line. Like, oh my god, he's actually being smarter here. Marginally smarter.
I do too.
Oh my god. Oh my... Like I said, I have very bad flashbacks with the old DDLC. These sudden close-ups, the heart of the sound of the heart pounding. It's like, oh my god, no. We both turn towards each other, causing me to drown in her eyes. These deep pools of violet, so mysterious, so enticing. The scent of lavender and jasmine oil permeates my nose, filling it with a scent as pleasant as the sight in front of me. Tentatively, I find myself reaching out to gently stroke her cheek and brush a lock of hair out of her face. She closes her eyes briefly and exhales onto my fingers. This just feels so right. We come closer and closer to each other, as every nerve burns with anticipation. I can almost feel her lips on my... Ah, what's the noise? We break apart. The moment is all but gone. Damn you! Who is it?
I forgot my present, sorry.
Uh-oh, how much did she see? Irritation floods through my body.
Why couldn't you have just been more careful, Sayori?
Sayori pops into the kitchen, and judging by the look of surprise on her face, she definitely didn't expect this. It's like, what are you two doing? We were knitting sweaters. You know, like the one she's wearing. With a start, I realize Yuri and I have our arms around each other. As I take my arms off her waist, she quickly removes hers from my shoulder. Oh man, my voice. I'm starting to turn into Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Like, where's the caveman?
Sayori's expression dims with what looks like sadness. Yeah, because she's in agony. Because he's in her very soul, tormenting her. It's replaced in a flash, though. Did I just imagine it? No, you didn't. It's like, and I have the video footage to prove it.
Sorry, guys. I found it.
She picks up the bow from the kitchen counter. Why it was there is beyond me.
By the way, Yuri, do you want to walk home with me?
But you live literally next door. You know what? Sure. Yuri quickly looks at me. It's almost pleading. The moment is gone, though, so I bitterly nod.
Oh, sure.
After carefully scooping up the teapot, she heads to the hallway. Sayori is already lingering outside.
Sorry.
It's okay, Yuri. It's not your fault. Besides, we can just hang out on New Year's Eve, right?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Of course. Okay, well,
I'd like that.
I can't help but smile to myself. Even though we were on the verge of kissing, she's still self-conscious about how eager she is to want to spend time with me. We'll make it happen, don't worry. Oh, hello. With one last quick hug, she follows Sayori out, leaving me to process what just happened. Alone again, naturally. It might sound cheesy, but true happiness at Christmas doesn't come from material things, does it? Money can't buy you happiness. And with that, nothing of any relative importance happened whatsoever. And okay, I think I might just call the video here, since that way I don't make another 2-hour-long video again. As soon as it loads... Huh, did the mom not come home this time? In the other timeline, she actually came home for Christmas. Interesting. Oh well, I guess that can't be helped, I suppose. Okay then, well then, next time, I guess, we'll see where this goes. But so far, all I can say is things are really heating up. Lots of spicy meatball! Anyway, so I will see you guys next time with whatever else I do. Stay golden, and later, folks.